Hey, I'm watching this program right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Seven Signs You're Dealing with an Evil Person. Okay. And it's, by all accounts, it's legit. Okay. After 3 years of being in this torture program, I'm telling you something, eh? Anybody could be considered evil. You know what I mean? Um, you know who's evil? The scientists of this program. Okay? Because even by the standards of biblical teachings, do not eat from this knowledge, do not eat from this tree of knowledge, of good and evil. You see why? Because when you're searching for knowledge to understand the health or medicinary or social behavior, social sciences, you're torturing somebody. Okay? My marriage, my marriage was already, everybody marriage is shaky. As long, even as a human being, you're gonna have two sides to you, a good side and a bad side. We just strive for the Confucius um, principle to always remove confusion to enjoy life. Because that's basically it. When you can remove confusion, chaos, conflict, that all C's, man. Confusion, chaos, conflict. Wow, I can't even C's, man. You can have a comfortable life. It's kind of like you want to hold that rose stem, but you got to remove the thorns. So by removing the thorns, you're kind of removing the conflict, chaos, and confusion. You know what I mean? We live in a world, man, that is really hardcore good and evil, man. You know what I mean? We live among supernatural. Like, my wife would say to me, everything she put in order protection has some truth in there. You know what hurt me is like this, right? Me and you went to rob a bank together. You get caught, I got away. It's like you saying to me, you telling everybody that I'm okay. You got caught, I got away, right? So no, you telling everybody that I'm a criminal, and I mean you can't do that. Like a pot can't call a kettle black. Like me living with my wife and stuff, man. I'm putting it out there, okay. I think probably 13 relationships. Sorry, 13 people I had sex with in the 15 years I've been married, okay? Okay. And she would say to me stuff like, it equates to one person every year, right? Cheating is cheating, right? But when I would come back home, like like she was working and stuff, she had a job and stuff, and I'll come back, she will quit, not quit. She will leave work early. Talk about how she have I can understand why, because she's stressed and stuff, right? She would leave work early to come fight me, chase me around the house with a knife. Or if like she doesn't work that day and stuff, let's suppose somebody texts my phone and so on, okay, and she wants to see who's on my phone and so on. I'm like, no, you can't see. Because I just don't want to see it. I know the drama that will become of that. I'll go into the bathroom. She'll use a knife to get into the bathroom to, and then she has a knife in her hand, and she's talking to me aggressively and stuff. That's a scary thing, right? But like, I don't want to put everything on her because that'll be a narcissistic person, right? Um, she told me one time how I rushed her in aggression, like I was going to hit her and stuff. But notice, right? Like I was going to hit her because I knew my braking mechanism. You know what I mean? Um, she said like I rushed her and how I scared the hell out of her and stuff to the point that she had to call Brandon. Like notice now, if you ask her and stuff, because she got to be honest, I didn't put my hands on her. Okay, one time she brought Brandon's wife over Stephanie so she could get her clothes and stuff because I locked her out and so on, right? Well, oh no, it wasn't Stephanie. That's the second time. One time she brought a lesbian girl over and stuff. Man, she was a decoy. That lesbian chick was a decoy. I try to identify if it's by the supernatural or if it's by government assets. You know what I mean? But anyways, so I said I'm gonna confront the girl and stuff because what you gotta do, you gotta fight for your marriage, right? Well, the door, she was like telling me no and stuff, man, and I feel like she was kind of defending the girl, you know what I mean? But we gotta say what, um, I tripped on her foot, and I hold myself up so I don't fall. So I was holding her so she doesn't fall either. You know what I mean? Because with the rush, with the adrenaline, the aggression and stuff, I was rushing to the door, and I felt I bumped her, and so I didn't want her to fall. So I hold her, and I was trying to hold myself. However, that was interpreted, and I don't know how government forces did this and so on. She interpreted that as me shoving her into the door. You know what I mean? Well, boy, I can't let that one slide. I can't let that one slide, man. Because they're dirty. They're really, really dirty, man. You know what I mean? I will take all blame. Okay? Call me a pot smoker starting 2019. Call me a womanizer because I did have sex with a lot of women. Call me breaking speeds and run from. I didn't really run, but like breaking traffic lights and you know what I mean. Call me like you can't say I'm frauding the government compensation, but call me over exaggerating my illness. You know what I mean? Call me. Let me see here, man. My car lights was legal and shit. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know what they want to call me and stuff, right? I don't abuse dogs. Okay? I didn't abuse my wife. You know what I mean? If anything, she abused me. Okay? I'll be cleaning my car and stuff, right? One time, and because she was angry, I can't remember for what reason. She wanted to provoke me and take her car and bump my car. I was like, "What's wrong with you? You're scratching on my bumper." It was like a little, like she was justified. It was a little bump. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to absorb that. Like I get it. She got to absorb me cheating, right? But like, look how much things she did that I had to absorb. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a man, and you chasing me with a knife. The only reason why I don't want to give up on this marriage, man, because I know that it was not on me and my wife own recognizance that all this drama became in existence, and that's what like I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? I don't like to back though, and one time I made a comment to the girl I'm dating. I say I play victimization. When people following you and you're approaching them and like, yo, why you following? I don't know what you're talking about. And I had learned at that time, I have to fight them on their own platform. Okay, it's like if you on a battlefield and they got guns and you got a Bible, that's not even. Oh, sorry, they got guns and you got a knife. Is that an even battlefield? You gotta generally to be on the same battlefield or to be on the same level. You gotta be fighting on the same weapons. You know what I mean? So I knew that like I can't fight them um, being normal. I gotta play tricks of the trade now, and I gotta play victim. Right? These are the things you gotta learn. I watching a video about the signs and stuff, understanding the signs of satanic and so on, helps you survive the times and so on. Well, surviving the times also is knowing your enemy, what your enemy is coming with, and they gotta fight them using the same tools. They use a lot of psychosis and stuff, pretending to be nobody following you. Well, fuck it. Well, if nobody following me, um, I'm gonna pretend the game too. I'm gonna you pretend like nobody follow me. I'm gonna pretend like nobody follow me, and I'm just And I mean, like, they playing victim, you play victim too. And I mean, um, at times, I will say to myself, man, thank you, God, that these three guys went before me. They was provoked and they returned fire. You know what I mean? But no, it's sad seeing that because cops are involved in stuff too, right? You know what I mean? It's sad seeing that because people got families. You know what I mean? Um, that's a really tough one, man. Like, who engineered this program? That person, I hope when they, because I had a vision of laying on a coffin, down a coffin in a grave, and you just get hit with hammers. I hope that person, when they die, that's that person for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Like everybody who partaken, knowingly partaken it, should have a grave that I envision and just being hit with hammers for the rest of their life. I think that would be the ultimate karma. Okay, for that doctor in Manhattan, well, I got him a little ignorance, right? Because she said to me, well, I don't think anybody will be following you because of the coronavirus and stuff. No, they were still following me. It wasn't that aggressive, but they were still following me. So she, out of her mouth, but I gotta be careful too because I felt like I felt her, I seen her spirit before, and if I'm right about her spirit is powerful. She have a supernatural spirit. You know what I mean? So I want to be careful saying that she deserves to be laying on in a grave being hit with a hammer and so on. You know what I mean? She have a her spirit is something that I can't really touch. You know what I mean? It's not a proper spirit though. You know what I mean? You know, and if her spirit is associated with anything heavenly, and I want to say like I just don't want to be with that spirit at all. I'm hoping it's so much a spirit that like if she's in New York, I could live in Florida. And I mean, like if heaven is like that, right? If heaven is like seeing her spirit, I want to be on the opposite side of that heaven, man. And I mean, because I didn't sit right with me. Like I felt like cause she said to me like, so what are you saying, Mr. Thorpe? I'm racist. She may not be intentionally, but it's something that just doesn't sit right with her spirit, man. I don't want a part of it. And if she's part of the VA, please, man, VA, come and take your money. I don't want no part of VA and stuff, man.